So I have been bullet journaling since 2018 and going strong until now in 2022. Each month I do a different theme for my bullet journal and try to vary the themes from anything that I've ever done before. So I have accumulated about 60 different bullet journal themes. So if you guys are looking for some ideas, this is the video for you. So I'm grouping all of my themes into different categories to kind of help better organize things. And I hope this helps you guys out, so let's get going. So starting off strong, we have all of the floral themes, which seems to be my most popular category out of every single one. So here I have this 70s themed one with a bunch of pink and orange colors. Here I have more of a line drawing one where I incorporated a lighter pink and burgundy. And then I kind of just used the line drawing theme of florals throughout the month. This one I did a combination of a bunch of colors and then watercolors and line drawings on top of it. This was one of my themes from early 2018. So I did a sunflower theme, which was kind of a fail on this cover page, but it's an idea regardless. This was also from 2018. I was really into the flower wreath. This was my first ever theme, ever for bullet journaling, and yet another one from 2018. This one has pink flowers in a wreath, so obviously I was really into that theme. Here we have another one. This one I used a bunch of colors for different floral themes kind of in the corner. This is done with watercolor. And this next one is white pens and paint on a darker colored piece of scrapbook paper, and then I just used the white on a darker color kind of thing throughout. Here is another one, a line drawing floral design. This one has a sunflower on it with a nice orange background, and those are all of the floral themes that I have. And my next category is animal themes. So first off, I have some sea turtles. These are super cute swimming in the ocean. I did this with watercolor, and this is actually a printed version of it, so I have the original somewhere else. Next up, I have this lovely bird and some botanicals in the background. I guess this probably could have fit into my nature theme as well, but that's fine. For this March page, I have these cats reading a book, so I kind of went for a cottagecore animal theme, and I think it turned out really well. The cats are a little creepy, but that's kind of what I was going for here. Next up, we have butterflies, which also could fit into the nature theme. This was done on my iPad on the app Procreate, and then I just printed it out for my bullet journal. And next up we have food themes. I think I need to do more food themes because these are so cute, and I love how so many of them had turned out. For this September page, I just have a variety of different foods, and then I also incorporated these food things into stickers as well. For this February page, I did a Valentine's Day one, so I did baking, and I think it turned out super well. And then I have a coffee themed one, because I also did on my iPad on the app Procreate. And next up we have space themes. So I have a couple that are kind of a little bit different. So this is the first one with this glittery planet in the middle and then stars surrounding the outside. This next one is one of my all-time favorites, where I did this super colorful galaxy theme with a bunch of glitter and a lot of gems and 3D aspects to it. So that's one of my all-time favorites. Next up, we have one of my older ones, which isn't the greatest, but it's just a black background with gold paint on it for August. And next up is my plant themes. So first off, I have this one for March I just went for a basic green and plants theme, so pretty basic and simple. This one I did a greenhouse theme, or a little garden house, I guess. This one was done with watercolors. And the next one was a farming gardening one. So I have these little pieces of paper that are different parts of the field on it, and it's a little bit more abstract than some of the other ones. This next one is a true greenhouse theme, where it's more of a greenhouse and less of a garden shed, like the one that I showed before. So my next category of bullet journal themes is holiday themes or winter themes, or anything you could use in December or January. So this one is a vintage Christmas one with red and pink colors. I love how this one turned out. Did it on my iPad. Here is more of a winter theme with a cozy cabin with birch trees in the snow. One of my all-time favorites. This was done with acrylic paint. This next one has some gifts on the front in more of a lighter pastel kind of colors, also done on my iPad. The next one is a more of a winter one where I did these really bright colors of this cute little winter forest with a rink in the middle. This one was done with acrylic with this nice little truck and a wreath in the front. I took it out to my bullet journal, that's why it's not sticking in there, so I could use it for other things. Here is a front door. This was when I was like super into doing really detailed cover pages, so one of my all-time favorites. This first abstract theme is kind of like a blob theme, I guess. It's really hard to describe abstract paintings, but this was done with acrylic paint, and I more so just wanted to incorporate these colors into my bullet journal theme. This one I used some stickers that I got from IKEA, which also include animals in it, and I just kind of went crazy with the stickers and scrapbook paper to make these designs. This one is just kind of randomness and really colorful, but I absolutely love how it turned out, and it made for a really fun month of a lot of color. This one I went for just red, yellow, and blue, and just incorporated a lot of shapes into it. Next up, we have the ocean and water themes, which I don't have a ton, but here is a pool one. This cover page was done with scrapbook paper. Then throughout the month, I incorporated a lot of these like life-saving rings. I have a mermaid theme, kind of an ocean one. This was done with watercolor, and I used a lot of glitter in this entire month, which is really fun. Next up, we have the category of cozy autumn themes. The best I could think of to categorize these. So I have this like September autumn leaf thing with autumn colors in the background. I'm not sure. I think it looks pretty, but didn't really know how to categorize it. This one I have some cozy sweaters. This was done on my iPad, and I absolutely love the fall colors with this. This past one was from like past October, where I did kind of a pumpkin theme with this cozy little sweater she's wearing, and waffles and coffee, so I thought it was perfect for fall. This one is like a witch's brew, a little bit different than the other ones, and I used a lot of glitter on this, one of my all-time favorites. And next up we have a haunted house or castle. I thought this was a cozy enough thing to categorize as fall, so yeah. Next up we have places themes, so this kind of gets categorized with like travel and like buildings. So first up I have a library. This was just done with Crayola Super Tips. And next we have a Palm Springs theme. This is kind of erring on the side of the travel of this section, so this was done on my iPad on Procreate, like many of my other themes are. I love the colors for this one. Here I have another iPad piece of artwork. This is Cappadocia, and I absolutely love the hot air balloons with this and also the colors. Here I have a plant and bookshop done on my iPad again. This one is kind of not an easy one to categorize, but I just have a bike in front of this window with some flowers on the back, so I thought it was cute. And the next category up is all of my nature themes, so this is kind of also another larger category like the floral one. I have this birch one, which could also be categorized as the winter holiday section, but that's fine. One of my all-time favorite ones, this is done with watercolor, and I think it turned out really well. Here I have a February page with some pink trees and a mailbox in the snow, also done with watercolor over here. Next up I have a mushroom and animal one, so kind of a crossover here. This was done with acrylic paint, and I have this cute little frog playing violin in the front of it. Next I have this sunshine page. This is pretty simple. This was done with scrapbook paper over top of a watercolor background. Next I have the Northern Lights. This was done with watercolor and then scanned and printed off with some stars in the sky. This one's really pretty. Here's one of my early themes, which is not the greatest, but I did a kind of a sunset in a circle with some trees in the front. Here I have this cliffs one. This was, I think, a combination of acrylic and watercolor. One of my all-time favorites, so pretty. For November here, I did a cloud theme where I tried to paint clouds, and it was obviously a fail, so maybe if you're better at painting clouds, this could be a great theme for you. And the next category I have is other ones that could not fit into a different category. So first off, I have a carousel, which is really cute, but couldn't categorize. I love the colors here. And next up I have this gem/geode theme. This was great to use purple and watercolor, and also a bunch of like metallic-y pens and paints and stuff. And this one is the most recent, where I did an anatomy theme. I have a VW van over here. This was done with watercolor. And then the last theme that I have is this travel suitcase theme. So also done with watercolor. So there are, of course, so many more themes that I could do, but this is just kind of a glimpse into all of the themes that I have done so far. So of course, some of them overlap a bit, which is why I say 50 instead of 60, but I hope this gives you guys some ideas if you are looking for some theme ideas for your bullet journals. So let me know some of your favorite bullet journal themes, and thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.